One of the commonest questions people ask me is about the quality of their meditation. Questions such as I get too many thoughts while meditating. On some days, the meditation is very good, but then most of the time I can't repeat the performance. And what is the best technique of meditation, and so on. Hardly anybody asks a question about the quality of life. And I think the quality of life is something that we should be more concerned about than the quality of meditation. The mother has said we should all have an aim in life because an aimless life is a miserable life. So, an aim is essential. And why it is essential is because an aimless life is a miserable life. But then she goes on to say that on the quality of our aim will depend the quality of our life. So, if the quality of life depends upon the quality of our aim, we should be interested in knowing what is a high quality aim of life. The mother has said that the aim of our life should be high and wide, generous and disinterested. I've reflected over it and seen that all these four, in fact, fit into one broad aim, and that is our aim should look beyond our own little self. Now, let's look at each of these one by one: high and wide, generous and disinterested. Having an aim that is high would mean that it is based on looking at life from a higher plane, a plane higher than that of physical comforts and emotional satisfaction, and perhaps even intellectual satisfaction. When we look at life from that higher plane, we find that in the vast expanse that constitutes the total reality, our own existence in this life, in this world, gets reduced to one very short lasting episode, and that will inspire us to look beyond our own little self. So, this widening of vision would translate into our including more and more into our own ego circle. Instead of us being alone in that circle or including just the immediate family or friends, we would start including in this circle of togetherness, circle of those who are our own more and more. And this inclusion will depend less and less on discrimination based on caste and creed and so on and so forth. In other words, as the ego circle expands, what it would translate into is that those whom we love, their number will go up. We love more and more. We love more and we love more. We love more of the creation. Love is expressed by giving, and so as our love grows, it would also mean giving more and more are becoming more generous. Thus, by looking at life from a higher plane, our circle of love would expand. We'll give to this circle more generously, and naturally, our own little self takes a back seat. All our thoughts, feelings, and actions would be irrespective of personal self interest, and that is what being disinterested means. But then, paradoxically, by having an aim that is disinterested, we end up actually getting everything that we want. And that's why it is said, forget yourself to get everything. If the aim of our life is high and wide, generous and disinterested, we find that our life gets full of peace, joy, love, and fulfillment, and our happiness becomes independent of external circumstances. What else do we want? Thank you.